take so long to do drugs?
Is that Rainbow Dash on your shirt?
I don't want to feel the feelings.
I need to eat a bunch of cheese boxes.
The best parts of hanging out with these guys without the hangover.
Hey, buddy.
What's going on, pal?
Hey, man. You got the official Split Society hat, which is being manhandled by your goddamn headphones, which I love.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a wrong way to wear it.
No, you can wear this however you want.
Absolutely.
I like being see now I just look like I should be working with Steve Irwin.
It's very Australian. And then now you're everybody's little buddy.
Yeah.
You're the love child of the Skipper and Gilligan.
That's exactly what I am.
You got the hat from your mom, but you got Skipper. You got the Skipper's body.
Yeah. So I want to play something for you real quick.
Okay.
So about 5 years ago. Yeah, 5 years ago, I had the kids help me make a promo video for a show that I was on. And it may be the best writing that I've ever done in my life. So.
Please come to our daddy's show. It'll help us pay for food.
Don't you want me to go to college?
Besides, you'll have fun. I promise it'll be a good time.
Unless you hate fun.
You know who else hated fun? Hitler. Please come.
And you know who got to say Hitler? Gideon. Of course.
Yeah, I mean, he probably called it, I'm guessing. Well, it's interesting that you bring that up, pal, because speaking of your writing, can we talk about the social media post that you sent me the other day?
We sure can.
Can we? Because I'm going to make fun of you a little bit,
okay.
But it's a whole bunch of gumption here. So you sent me this. Were you drunk when you sent this? Drunk when you wrote it, or all of the above?
All of the above.
Excellent. I am so on board. Some of the grammar is a little suspect, and I'd like to know your thoughts.
Okay.
Now you said so. The preface was the first social media promo I ever wrote for our show. I think.
Positive it was.
I detest social media. So where did you post this, or did you?
Oh, I posted it to I think it was Facebook.
Okay, so this is currently online for everybody to fact check me.
Yes,
should they wish.
Yes.
Now, listeners, first off, if you haven't checked out our YouTube channel, you can see us in sleeveless t-shirts and really dumb hats, because that's the kind of shit we do. It's called Zig and Larry Ignored Topic. It's on the YouTube.
Shit, that's what it's called?
Yeah, shockingly enough, the name was not taken. So it's we didn't have to go in there. So here's the. All right, I love you, but we have to talk about this.
Okay.
Here's the post, verbatim. Hi. Strong start, pal. Strong start. Ever wanted to hear two professional drunks giggle at bullshit? Now, that first sentence ain't bad. Okay. It's not bad. Goes a little downhill. Do you like it with two friends, comma, close like brothers, comma, make fun of each other? You could have used a little bit more editorial there, but I'm glad that you feel about me that way.
Okay.
Here is where things go a little downhill for me.
Okay.
Do you desire the listing of two dudes who barely graduated college, bringing you topics they researched for 12 minutes prior to recording? Do you desire the listing of two dudes?
Yeah.
State your sources. How is that not just translated from Mandarin online? What the fuck? I feel like I'm reading a fucking like a menu at a takeout egg roll joint, and nobody from their family spoke English, so they did their best, and God bless them. But you don't have that kind of a clout. So, do you desire the listing of?
Yes.
Help me out.
Yeah. I don't know what else. I don't know how to defend that. I mean, do you desire? Do you desire it? Do you desire the listening? Then we are. Look, I can barely string a sentence together when I'm sober, much
Not
less when I've
true.
been drinking.
Not true. And that's why I'm having such a good time with this, because you're a brilliant writer. And that sentence did not work well for you. Like, I feel like this was like first draft. No, it's perfect, send. Like, there's no proofreading at all. Do you desire the listening? Do you love absorbing the information from guys who have never had a sober adult conversation? Okay, we're getting back to par. Then this is the podcast for you. Now that is a little, I don't know, man. It's a little like
It's purposefully cheesy. I was going for the like the late night infomercial feel.
okay, you nailed that, because
Yeah.
it's almost like you're trying to sell Hubba Bubba over Bubble Yum. And
Yes,
that's
that's
right
exactly
there.
what I was doing. That's
Okay, well,
exactly
then
the
you nailed
intent.
that. Very good. This is the podcast for you. Yes, I have another podcast. Yes, it's ridiculous. No, I am not sober. Are you reading along with me?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. Yes, it is available. And we're going back to Mandarin. Yes, it is available on iTunes and Libsyn. And he's reading along, by the way, listeners. So he knows that I'm not making shit up. I am saying this verbatim. I'm not adding garbage.
No, this is not editorial. This is just Captain Dipshit on a
Available on
drunk.
iTunes and Libsyn. And it quotes, or it's parenthetical, eventually every other way of absorbing the podcast juices. Coming to you every ish Monday at 7:30 a.m. It's earlier than that. And what the fuck are you talking about?
I was giving us an out. It was plausible deniability in case we were like, oh fuck, we forgot to we got to do this on Tuesday now.
This inane BS is just another way of getting myself into your ear holes. Like, subscribe, fawn, share, whatever. It's coming. Again, parentheticals, Monday morning. You've already said that, pal. Yeah, but they know. Every Monday. Yeah. It won't stop. Parentheticals again, unless we are too hungover to record. Get ready, meat catchers. Parenthetical. You'll understand if you listen. That's going to cook them, pal. If they've gotten all the way down to this paragraph, that's the hook.
Yep.
I need to know what meat catchers are. This man is basically babbling insanely, and he wants to be in my holes because Uncle Zig, Larry, and Zig are about to bring you stupid in a drunk package. Now that sentence I kind of really like.
I love that sentence.
That's a t-shirt, bringing you stupid in a drunk package. It's not bad.
Yeah. Carla, did you get that? Get that on a t-shirt.
Again, parentheticals. You got to get over the parentheses. Oh, also check out Convince Me, your other show, which is awesome, on NPR Illinois. If you just can't get enough of my dipshittery, I have a doctorate in it. Also, I'm posting this while pretty drunk. I love you, ... We, capitals, love you. Now, I love what you were going for there, pal. And I think you nailed a lot of it.
Yeah.
You nailed the heart of the show.
Yeah.
I would say you could have shot it past somebody first. Once I got to do you desire the listening of, I really just wanted crab rangoons. I don't know why.
I always want crab rangoons.
Do you desire the eating of crab rangoons? Yes, please. Absolutely.
Absolutely, please. Then come on down to
Taught yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. Time to. I was doing that yesterday, and I just stopped, and Gideon was like, "Was that a better thing to say inside your own head?" And you stopped yourself, and I was like, "Mm-hmm." He's like, "Good job, buddy."
You're a better person than me because I usually have to say it out loud first and go, "Oh, I screwed up real bad there."
Oh no! You can't cancel me. I pay for Libsyn. The podcast will go out.
That was tremendous. That whole, I'm not going to call it a paragraph. I'm just say tomelet.
That's sonnet.
That sonnet. Yeah. I could have said that in more of a lilting kind of like bard kind of fashion, I suppose.
Yes.
Do you desire the listening of?
Can I have a shot reading it though, with the intent behind it?
Yeah, but it's going to be the same words, pal.
Yeah, well,
Okay, because I read it as it was written, but you're going to mammoth the shit out of this. Go for it.
hi. Ever wanted to hear two professional drunks giggle at bullshit? Do you like it when two friends, close like brothers, make fun of each other? Do you desire the listening of two dudes who barely graduated college, bringing you topics they researched for 12 minutes prior to recording? Do you love absorbing information from guys who have never had a sober adult conversation? Then this is the podcast for you. Yes, I have another podcast. Yes, it's ridiculous. No, I am not sober. Yes, it is available on iTunes and Libsyn and eventually every other way of absorbing the podcast juices. Coming to you every-ish Monday at 7:30 a.m. This inane BS is just another way of getting myself in your ear holes. Like, subscribe, fun, share, whatever. It's coming Monday morning, and it won't stop unless we are too hungover to record. Get ready, meat catchers. You'll understand if you listen, because Uncles Larry and Zig are about to bring you Stupid in a Drunk package. Oh, also check out Convince Me with the Front Row Network in NPR, Illinois, if you just can't get enough of my dipshittery. I have a doctorate in it. Also, I'm posting this while pretty drunk. I love you. We love you.
See, now, A, that's much better than what I did. B, you're writing for the stage, not the page here. What you have written, people are going to read, not listen to you deliver like Hemingway after a BJ, which just is just delicious. It's just like 3 rums deep and just really smooth and even keel like you did. That was delightful. There were still a couple of issues, I'm not gonna lie.
Sure.
You glossed over them, but people aren't gonna hear your voice, pal. They're gonna read that and go, huh. We're really stretching the laws of punctuation on this bitch.
Yeah, we are. I can give a shit about punctuation.
But it's delightful. It is better than anything I've ever done for us. So Godspeed.
Well, and I think I posted that at like 2:30 in the morning after being on a bender for 3 days, and I was like, I need to promote the show. And I think Nicole was like, you sure you want to do that tonight? Yeah. Fine.
Yeah.
I'm
absolutely.
fine. I'm in a dark place and I've had a lot of drinks and I can write. So let me do what I do best, which is drink and write.
I reread the phrase, do you desire the listening of? I think 7 times before I got up off the floor.
Do you desire the listening of?
Yes, and a hand job, please. And happy ending.
Certainly. It's just
God.
Hemingway, 3 rums and 4 knuckles deep.
Absolutely. Well done. And all these goddamn feral cats.
Why do they have thumbs? They have so many thumbs.
But that was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant. And
Yeah.
this brilliance, Larry, is still brought to you by
spliffsociety.org.
spliffsociety.org, the purveyors of fine, spectacular spliffs. Looking for the copy right now. The spliffs are velvet to the touch. They burn slowly with an even, smooth pull,
They
which is
feel
true.
great on your Johnson.
They before you light them. Before you light them.
Now you tell me.
Yeah, no, I mean, for 8 seconds it was delightful, and after that, you have to get a skin graft. They fit the bill as the best on the planet. Stop wasting your time and money on spitting and licking those tired rolls ever again. Our spliffs allow for a clean and quick pack every time. Made to smoke, packed to share. Enjoy. And Larry, no
Bullshit.
bullshit. Yeah, they do actually burn really evenly. Like they burn like a cigar, man. They do.
They really do.
Mhm.
They are quite delightful.
It's the kind of thing where like you light one and you pass it around at a party and people like grab it and go, what the fuck is this?
Uh-huh.
You know, it's just kind of cool.
Well, and again, I know I've mentioned it before, but the paraphernalia, I don't, that sounds like a dirty word, but the paraphernalia that they sell, the grinders and
Mhm.
trays, it's all super high quality shit. Because they were kind enough to send me some, and wow. I think that what we had were like those. It was the little plastic, looks like poker chips. The little
the grinder, the bullshit
yeah,
one?
yeah. And it's been fine. But now we've got like one looks like some type of apothecary grinder.
The metal one?
Yeah.
I use that on this is so dumb, but on my dried basil the other day when I was making a pasta sauce. And it's like but the little wooden one is so nice.
It really is. It really is. So yeah, check them out, guys. These and tell them that we sent you. And
use promo code Zig and Larry Ignore Topic to get 0% off.
Use a promo code. Is there a place for a promo code on their website? We don't know.
Currently unclear.
But put it in anyway.
Zig and Larry Ignore Topic.
Put it in anyway.
Put it in anyway.
Stick it in anyway.
Does it smell like a tire fire? Put it in anyway. Is it oozing? Put it in anyway. Is it your first time in Haiti? Put it in anyway. That was I shouldn't have done that one.
Did you just watch your buddy get his dick bit off by a little demon that lives up in there?
Put it in anyway.
Put it in anyway.
Don't worry, the blacksmith's working on Plan C.
Metal Johnson.
That's oh my god, that is my new name. I am Metal Johnson.
Damn it, you called it.
But metal spelled like a bronze medal, like MEDAL. I'm Metal Johnson.
I was
like I won an award for my crank.
That's our new sponsor. Is
Metal Johnson. Welcome everybody to Metal Johnson. Sponsoring Zick and Larry are huge pricks. Our huge pricks, excuse me.
Yes, and our huge. Again, I think when this comes out, happy birthday.
This is the birthday episode. This is like right between our birthdays, man.
Yeah. So Nicole got me. It's very nice. She contacted some other friends that have big bushy beards like I do and said, what type of product do you use and what? So she got me, essentially it's a heat brush. I haven't got to play around with it. But you put on like this balm that will protect the hair, and then you run the heat brush through and it straightens the beard and makes it lay down. And so I can't wait to play with it.
Nice. Do a little homemade Papa Spa day. Sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna make myself look real pretty is what I'm gonna do. Because I did get the beard straightened one time. So I had a curl brush and they were blow dry. It was my buddy John who did it and was just like, I'll show you how to, because this is what I was taught how to do. And I was like, does
he do this for a living, or was he just like farting around while wearing panties?
The second one, but I've never felt so close to a friend.
Fair. Okay. I mean, if you sure.
He stepped out. They were very nice panties, and he was like, hey, class squatch, get in here. Actually, that's my buddy TD's nickname. Never mind. Hey, Crunk Kringle, get in here. And
he straightened my beard. He wore a nice thong, and then we held hands and watched How to Train Your Dragon. It was a lovely day.
It was. Sure. It was an awesome day, and
that seems very positive. I'm good with that.
But Nicole loved the way it looked, and so she would like that to happen again.
Nice.
Whereas that's the thing. And I think on Kanane's newest album, he talks about it. But when you're somebody like me and you are loved unconditionally by somebody like Nicole, it's a dangerous place because
isn't it weird?
I can just do whatever. And she's like, go for it. I told her, I said, I'm going to let my mustache grow down to here, right below the bottom lip, like just really like a big old Lorax mustache. And she was like, go for it. I was like, really? You're cool with that? She's like, yeah. And then we'll just get you a couple little butterfly clips when you eat. You just pull them, clip it in.
It is so delightful to be married to somebody who you can just be 100% yourself. And every once in a while, they're like, you're being stupid. Quit being stupid. Like, oh, you're right. It's okay. But most of the time, they're like, go play. She'll kick me into the park. They're like, go play.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Why don't you go to the backyard for a minute? Oh, okay. Thanks.
Honey, I don't want to wear socks or sleeves anymore. Fine.
I had this shirt on. It was unbuttoned all the way. I've just been wandering around with this shirt unbuttoned. And
Delightful.
she's like, is that what you're going to record it like? And I was like, oh, should I button it? She's like, fuck no. Sit down. Tell him, tell him you're welcome.
No.
This is what it looks like. You're welcome.
Absolutely. No, dude, there is no pretense. We love all comers here. No, we come all takers. What is it?
We eat cum.
Rosalie, what is it? Is that what it was? Shit. I did not sign that dotted line.
That was the
I?
other promo I did. That was the other
did
promo
I?
I did that Nicole made me delete. Zig and Larry ignore a topic. We'll eat cum. Just
subscribe to our
listen.
YouTube channel. We probably will.
Just for more subscribers to the YouTube channel.
I mean, not a lot, not like a spoonful. Or
just
anything,
like a shot glass,
not a shot
like a-
glass. What are you fucking milking a
Look,
sheep? What are you talking about?
chimp piss day.
That was last week.
I know it was last week, but I'm doing a callback to a joke. I actually remembered because there were so many punchlines that you were like, "Hey, we forgot about these things."
Yeah,
I'm trying.
Rosalie is shitty at taking notes because I don't remember any of this garbage.
I don't. I got nothing. I got nothing. So how's your week been, buddy?
Cannot complain. I'm still cooking the same ribs I was last week.
Yo, you're ruining the illusion.
No. We changed clothes. So a lot of times we film 2 episodes in a row because like you can get away with that because we have to. I have nothing to say. But so we change clothes and then we ruin the illusion later. I changed my background. We changed shirts, but this is just 15 minutes later than last time.
It was 15.
I just added some more smoke to the ribs. The ribs are looking great, by the way. I'm slow smoking them bitches over a huge different spice rub that I'm doing for the first time, but I'm smoking them over hickory and applewood. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I'm doing that for 6 hours. 6 hours.
I've got a belly boner right now. My tummy is turgid.
My tummy is turgid.
You have horned up my gut.
Nice.
Yeah.
I really wish that Tummy is Turgid was like a One Direction album. Like, I would listen to that.
Who says it's not?
I don't think Simon Cowell would let that happen. I don't know. He's just raking in the money.
Yeah. So, you want me to tell you what the topic is?
I'm turgid. I honestly don't know what the words mean. So yeah, sure.
You don't know what turgid means?
I don't know. What does that mean?
It's a common phrase used in romance novels to describe a hard penis, turgid flesh.
Really?
Yeah.
So it means is it specifically? It's engorged, but is it specifically for the wang?
You know what? Let's learn something together.
I'll vamp. So while Larry is vamping, while I'm vamping, while Larry is vamping.
Swollen and distended or congested.
So it doesn't have to be about the wang.
Not necessarily, but it is commonly used for the wang. It could also be used. It's tediously pompous or bombastic.
That actually does describe my dick a lot better than
tediously pompous.
Yeah.
Man.
My erect penis is tediously pompous.
Yes. And mine is pompously tedious. And together they're birds
and together they are confusing our women.
Yay!
Yay!
So yeah, cheers, buddy.
Mm-hmm. So what do we got, pal?
Herpes? Oh, you meant the topic.
Obviously, but I mean,
oh shit! Secrets out.
That reminds me. Tell me to pop this later.
Oh, that looks. Oh, are you sure? I don't know if you want to pop that. You might just want to let that go away.
Well, that looks like you earned it. Yeah.
Yeah, you should definitely show somebody, not a doctor. You want to keep that show.
No.
Yeah, you're dead. Show the guy at the bodega when you go down to get some Takis.
Some Takis, another 2 liters of squirt. Just be like, hey, look at this. Whoa. Okay, that's what I thought. Never mind. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
whoa. You know
I'm
what?
so sorry.
Keep your money.
Your child's back there too. I'm so sorry.
I apologize, but he's got to learn.
Yes, I am going to need some rolling papers, but outside of that.
Rolling papers, well, you can get those at spliffsociety.org.
And set and spike. Well done, sir.
All right, welcome to Morning Radio with Larry and Zig.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. Bullshit.
Yeah, morning radio is. Ugh. Anyway, so since the last episode, I got grossed out by myself. God. Fucking morning zoo bullshit.
Spectacular.
The 15 past 20. That is a joke, a running joke on 97.9 The Rat Race. It's a podcast. Ben Roy is the comedian behind, like, that masterminds it. And it is a podcast that is all scripted morning radio bullshit. And they're all it's making fun of morning radio. And he every time he comes in, he comes in just with the fake laughter, and he's like he just heard something funny off air. It's 15 past 25 till 32 to the hour, and it makes no sense. It's ridiculous, and it's some of the best. Farce? Not farce.
We put Marcy in this cage. She's a local stylist at the hair cuttery. We put her in a cage with a wild badger for Metallica tickets. Let's see if she can last the entire 5 hours.
It is.
Bazinga.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's shit like that. But it's so it's perfect spoofing of morning radio, which that actually transitions.
Oh, are you doing it? Did you do a transitional material?
I sure fucking did.
Oh, you fucking nailed it. Good job, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's both have some beer for that.
The magic of the silver bullet. So since last week was about holidays, staying pretty topical. Now this is going to be a couple weeks later, which is fine. But we recently, I know that sounded passive aggressive.
Which is fine, Zig.
Fine,
What
Zig.
did I do?
It's fine. No, I said it was fine. I said it was fine.
Fine. Okay,
Fine.
fine. It's fine.
No, it's fine. We could, you know what? We should just probably stop recording. Because
It's fine. Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. If you want to do
27 minutes is fine. That's fine for an episode.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. That's
like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, I guess.
God
I
damn.
guess. So we recently celebrated
weird 30 seconds.
Yeah. Not the weirdest 30 seconds we've had.
No.
But we recently had the birthday of an American treasure.
Okay.
Mel
you and I.
Well, yes, besides us, Mel Brooks celebrated his 95th birthday.
Oh, yes. I didn't realize he was still kicking.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
he's 95 now?
95.
Son of a biscuit.
Outlived Carl Reiner, which broke his heart because he and
Carl were like besties, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
They every night, one of them would go to the other one's house.
Yeah.
And they would watch Jeopardy together.
Mm-hmm.
And they still were writing together. It was a real bummer.
I forgot that Carl passed away. Yeah.
Yeah. But we still got
brilliant comedic minds, amazing men.
Oh yeah. And I know you and I both love Mel Brooks. I would have felt remiss had we not first doing happy birthday, Mr. Brooks.
When is his birthday?
Great question. It was hold on. I'll get you the exact date. Because I was just like, oh, we celebrated last week. That's what was in my head. It is
I'm vamping. I'm vamping.
Vamping.
Larry's
June
all
28th.
up-
June
June
28th.
28th.
Yeah.
Mel Brooks is 95.
Yep. 95 years old.
Damn.
So I did a little I would like to say I did research. I asked Nicole to pick up some very good facts for us
About Mel Brooks?
about Mel Brooks.
Yes.
So we're going to talk Mel
excited.
Brooks, but I also
Oh,
figure we can
fuck.
talk a little bit about Mel Brooks movies if at the end, but I want to talk about the man for a minute. And it does.
Sure.
So a lot of this that I'm going to be pulling up comes from Cliff Nestor.
Callista Flockhart. She
Callista
loves Mel
Flockhart's
Brooks.
blog. If you've not read it, holy shit, she talks
She's
about
desperately trying to get Harrison Ford hard with her mouth.
it's about her sex life
I
with
feel weird about that sentence. I feel very weird about that sentence.
I don't. I'm turgid.
Oh,
But
God damn it.
Cliff Nesterhoff's book, The History of Comedy, which is a fantastic book. But so pulled a lot of that from here. And then there's also a 12 surprising facts about Mel Brooks on his 95th birthday from Mental Floss. And then I
Okay.
have a couple other things. So there's actual research done, but I am drunk.
Would you
so
say
it's gonna...
C- effort?
Nicole did it, so I'm gonna give it a C plus.
She's so you had somebody else do your homework.
Well, here's what. No, yes,
It's okay. It's okay.
no,
Just-
because I
just
had
own up
asked
to
her.
it.
What?
No, she's into it. You didn't force her to do anything.
No.
She's into it, but she's going to do more research than you and I would.
Well, and that's what it was, because I was like, "Hey, can you help me with this? Do you know where it is in the Cliff Nesterhoff book?" She's like, "Oh yeah, hold on," and she gets a notebook and the book, and she's like, "I got this for you. Let me just do a few quick things out of the book." She knew. I'm like, she literally went flip, 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 flip. Oh, yep, there it is on that page, and just wrote stuff. I was like,
Thanks, Nicole.
I got as a mental floss. I'm citing my sources. But one of the things in that book that Mel Brooks talks about, Max Liebman was the Lorne Michaels of his era. I don't know who Max Liebman was, but he was the Lorne Michaels of his era and wanted Sid Caesar to be on television. Because of all the work he had done in the Catskills. Well, Mel Brooks had worked through the Catskills as well. And Max Liebman thought that Mel Brooks was unfunny, hanger-on, and but Sid wanted him to write for the show. Liebman refused to hire him, so Sid Caesar hired Mel Brooks to write for the show and paid him under the table.
Nice.
Because he was like, "No, this kid's funny, and you want me to do a show? Fine. You don't want to hire him? I don't care. I'll pay him." And so he pays him under the table. So on your show of shows, Sid Caesar is your show of shows.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I mean, this was a legendary writer's room. They were the highest paid comedy writers of the time. It gave Mel Brooks, like his start, but you also had Carl Reiner in there, and you had, now I'm blanking on his name, but like all these legends of comedy writing are in this room. And Mel Brooks, though, said that it gave him imposter syndrome because he was getting all this money, and subsequently, like, he just kept getting more and more money, and it just made him feel like, I'm not good enough to be doing this. I'm not even getting paid on the books. I shouldn't be getting it. I mean, this is how humble this dude is, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure.
In the beginning, they were like, "No, Mel Brooks is not a performer," and they put him on TV, and he was terrified and bombed. But in the writer's room, he was tenacious and aggressive, and would be like, "No, this is funny. No, we're putting this on air because this is funny. Trust me."
I respect that. A lot of times people, I've written things that have been like shot down by other people. I'm like, "I'm putting this on. I will do it." Watch. There'll be laughs. And I would say that I succeeded about 80% of the time. 20% I'm like, yeah, that bomb. Sorry.
But you were right.
I was
we've all
right
done
some
that.
of the time. Yeah.
I've done that with Nicole where I'm like, I think this is funny. And she's like, and I'm like, I'm doing it anyway. She's like, you're the one that's going to bomb. That's fine. Go on, it's up to you. And then I would do it and be like, fuck, you were right. Or
Yeah.
you do it. That's the other thing. You do it like 3 times and be like,
Yeah.
it works. And then the 4th time people are like, you're like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to try it 2 more times. All right. Well, nope. There's just those crowds. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, it's got to dial it in. That's all.
But the reason so the 2,000-year-old man routine started
which is one of the funniest things ever. If you've never seen it, stop listening to our shit. Google the 1,000-year-old man between him and Carl Reiner. 2,000-year-old man between Mel Brooks and Carl Reiner. It is so hysterical. They did several different iterations of it. Oh God! I fall off your chair. Funny.
It started as an improvised routine because Carl Reiner wanted to do a sketch based on some news show that he had run across. And so he looked at Mel Brooks and was like, we have with us here today a gentleman who was actually at the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. And he's like, for sure. He's the guy, he walked around, he had long hair and sandals. He wandered around with 11 other guys. Who needs, and just, they went on this, the bit in the writer's room. Well, so legend also has it that Steve Allen was familiar with this. So they're literally at a place called Mama Leone's in New York in 1959. Steve Allen was like, no, this is, and they're like, we don't know, it's just fun for us to do. And Steve Allen was like, no, you've got to do this. You got to do this on TV. You got to put it on an album. This is hilarious. And they did, and it became a legendary sketch. And one of the things that I love about Carl Reiner and his relationship with Mel Brooks is that Carl knew that if you gave Mel Brooks a character, you just stepped back and facilitated. You didn't try to get in the way.
Just let him go. Yeah. Let him go. Keep throwing coal on that fire.
Exactly. And that was so. It speaks volumes about Carl Reiner, because Carl Reiner was a funny performer, but he was always willing to just take a step back and let somebody else be funny.
He was there for the show, not for the glory.
Yep.
I mean, he brilliant human being, just brilliant.
Let's see what else. Oh yeah, he served in the army in World War II, and was in the Battle of the Bulge.
I know, which is hysterical because Mel Brooks is what, 5'1.5"? Like,
yeah.
Especially now. It's like, get that tiny Jew a gun, let him go. He's one of the few people in the world that I think he'd be fine with me saying, give that tiny Jew a gun and let him go.
Oh, he would crack up. He would absolutely crack up.
Oh my giddy odds. Yeah. I can't say enough about this cat.
One of the things that I was reading is that he only saw, he was in the Battle of the Bulge, but mostly what he did was built bridges and did engineering work and fixed stuff. But then part of what his battalion did was just go through fields with rifles and bayonets and poke at the ground to see if they could find landmines.
Well, that seems daunting.
Poke. Boom. Well, there goes Dave.
All the Jews with strong puckering assholes, raise your hand. We have a thing for you.
Oi.
and what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the stick. We're gonna put a spike on the end of it. You're gonna stick it there. You're gonna look for incendiary devices, and then what? report. That's your thing.
If you don't come back, I guess we'll say you found one.
Just keep the Star of David around your neck, and then we'll just know how to deal with you when you get home. I don't know.
No, but good luck.
That's insane. Like you just poke the ground and looking for bombs.
Yeah, just poking the ground, looking for splodies.
I mean,
it's an effective way to do it, I guess.
It's an effective way to let everyone know what you're about.
But hear me out. Here's a more effective way. You get some babies at the top of a hill.
Right.
Wrap them in cheese.
Cheese.
And then roll them down over the field.
Thanks for bringing me back. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, absolutely. For all of those movies, he writes most of the songs. And he also I just love this. When he did the Hollywood Walk of Fame, his left hand had an extra finger in the cement, on the Hollywood Walk of Fame where you put he wore a fake finger on his left hand. So
I did not know that.
He's got in his handprints 5 fingers on the right and it's 6 fingers.
Just to be fucking weird about it.
Yeah, just to be an asshole. But dude is an EGOT. He's one of 16 EGOTs. Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony.
So the producers, do you know what he won for what?
I don't because guess what? Pew pew pew. C+ effort. But the producers is what got him like
a lot of those.
And I think the producer still holds the record for most Tonys won, followed very closely behind by Hamilton.
Really? Currently more than Hamilton?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that the producers holds the record. It's
just so goddamn funny.
It is. It's brilliant. Well, and that's the thing. It's brilliant. It's brilliant satire. That's the word I was looking for. And that's what he was so good and is. But, his movies were so good when they were satiring movie genres. One of the talking about, when he and Gene Wilder wrote Young Frankenstein together. And Gene he said, telling the story, he's like, I would write all day and then Mel would come and read over what I wrote. And the putting on the Ritz scene where they're in tails. Mel Brooks was like, no, this is frivolous. We're not going to do this. And this is like the one time Mel Brooks and Gene Wilder ever got in an argument. And apparently
I love the idea of Mel Brooks saying this is frivolous.
Right? Oh, it makes me
all of his bullshit is frivolous.
Yeah, this is frivolous. It won't work. And
that's
Gene's
what makes it hysterical.
Exactly. But Gene Wilder's like, no, it's a brilliant scene. Here's why. And he goes into it. And I guess like for 20 minutes, Gene Wilder is like blue in the face, angry, yelling at Mel Brooks. And Mel Brooks goes, well, okay, then it's in. And Gene's like, wait, all that? And you let me get that upset just to say, fine, it's in? Why didn't you stop me? He's like, look, if I had said, this is frivolous, we're not doing it, you would have, and you said, yeah, you're right, we don't need this scene, then I knew it wasn't going to work. But the fact that you argued with me and fought for it tells me it belongs in there. It's going to be funny. And I was like, wow, I get he's just a humble dude. Let's see. There was something else that I had pulled up and then things shifted. Hold on. Because it was a beautiful thing that, that's right. One of the things that Mel Brooks did, so he created Brooks Films production company, so it wouldn't have his actual name attached to it because he didn't want to give anyone false expectations. He was married to Anne Bancroft. Anne Bancroft wrote and directed a movie called Fatso.
Okay.
Mel Brooks wanted to produce it for her, so created Brooks Films. That movie, Fatso, stars friend of the show, Dom DeLuise. And it is a dramatic
Posthumous friend of the show, Dom DeLuise.
but it's a dramatic movie. And he actually, Brooks Films Company actually produced David Lynch's Elephant Man and David Cronenberg's The Fly.
No shit.
Yeah.
Mel Brooks made The Fly with Jeff Goldblum.
His production company.
Yeah.
But yeah, how cool is that?
Huh.
But this was, everyone talks about, especially with, I say everyone, assholes say, well, you couldn't make Blazing Saddles nowadays because everyone's too sensitive. First of all, anyone that says that is laughing at that movie for the wrong reasons.
Exactly. I mean, you have to. It's like when millennials watch Tropic Thunder and they think that Robert Downey Jr. is in blackface. It's not that thing. It's just it's just not.
No.
It's you have to. Intent is a lot more important than anything, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
God.
Now you can. Intent is important. There's sometimes where you do stupid stuff out of ignorance, but as a friend of mine who is a professor, he would always say, I am in the business of curing ignorance, but there's not a fucking thing I can do about stupidity.
And it's also, that's the scientific mind. Like, you have to be able to evolve. You have to be able to say shit, I was wrong. You know what? I've gotten more information in my head, and now I realize that what I just said was wrong, and so this is currently where I'm at. Yeah,
exactly. But for the people that are constantly, again, when they were like, "Well, we can't make it nowadays," what I saw, it was a great tweet. A guy was like, "People that say that you couldn't make Blazing Saddles nowadays, you could send that script to someone, and they would look at it and go, well, we can't make this. It's Blazing Saddles. Somebody already made it."
Blazing Saddles is goddamn brilliant.
It was,
and it's a great lampoon on racism.
And it was co-written by Richard Pryor.
No shit. Yes,
no
I
shit.
know. Yes.
Richard Pryor was supposed to play Black Bart.
Why didn't he? I know that's true, but I'm not sure why he didn't.
The insurance company wouldn't cover him because it was after he,
lit himself on fire.
The troubles.
Lit himself on fire because of drugs. Yeah. Well, I see that. Okay.
Which, let's face it, I love Richard Pryor, but Cleavon Little
did such a great job.
Yeah, dude. Cleavon Little was the right choice, but what I was going to say, so he got the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2010. Mel Brooks did.
Okay.
Barack Obama was the one that presented it to him. And when he was, I'm going to just read this verbatim. When he was given the latter, President Barack Obama delivered a memorable speech noting, by illuminating uncomfortable truths about racism and sexism and anti-Semitism, he's been called our jester, asking us to see ourselves as we really are, determined that we laugh ourselves sane.
That is fucking beautiful.
Yeah. Anybody that thinks that Blazing Saddles is a racist movie,
you're wrong.
Has never seen the movie, or really. No. Yes, they use some inflammatory language because they're lampooning that era of filmmaking.
Mm-hmm.
They're lampooning Westerns. I mean, the fact that every time they mention, Randolph Scott, they all stand up and put their hat, Randolph Scott. It's making fun of the worship of the cowboy movie. And I love, and Mel Brooks knew what he was doing when he rides up as the chief of the Indian tribe, but he speaks Yiddish the entire time. When
how is that not hysterical?
It's fantastic because here's No, you're fine. We caught up yet?
No, our connection. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay.
But when Black Bart's given his I mean, that's the character's name. When Bart's talking about him coming across the land and they were part of a wagon train, but they're, like 16 wagons behind the wagon train, and the natives are circling them. And here comes Mel Brooks, who was making fun of the fact that they never hired a Native American to play a Native American.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. Like, exactly. Yes.
And he comes up speaking Yiddish, and then he sends them on their way, keeps the white folks, sends those people, oi, they talking to us, is such a great line, because he was like, yeah, you're fine. Go on, get out of here. But the whole thing, is making fun. Anyone that's like, this is a racist movie, you have to look at it and see that the racists are the ones that are being made fun of. They are the butt of every joke.
1000%.
The coolest character, the coolest cat in the movie is Bart, Sheriff Bart.
And the second coolest is a drunk Jew who can fucking sling his pistol. This is my shooting hand.
See that?
Yeah.
Steady as a rock. Yeah, but I shoot with this one.
So funny. God damn it. Gene Wilder, so funny. Can we, oh God, just tell me when we could do Spaceballs and I'll be fine.
Oh yeah, let's talk. I finished the explanatory portion of this presentation.
Can we just talk about how goddamn funny he is? Oh my giddy odd. I'm not a huge fan of spoofs. So like they can go wrong real quick. There's only a few people who can do them well. I do enjoy a little bit of Weird Al.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of times he's like just like kind of riding the wave. Some of that is really funny. But Spaceballs is my second favorite movie of all time.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying not to burp. I've owned it on several different venues. It's just so fucking funny. It's just him making everything real cheesy and Jewish from Star Wars. That's all he's doing.
Well, and throughout that movie, because Mel Brooks had a whole, he has a penchant for breaking the fourth wall.
Mm-hmm. Oh
in
yeah.
Every movie he's breaking. He has some character look at the audience and vamp or say something or be silly. And in Spaceballs, the fact that Dark Helmet fast forwards through part of the movie to get to where he needs to be.
And as he's watching his own VHS.
Yeah. And
preparing to fast forward. Fast forwarding, sir. Fast forward.
Or when they're looking in the screen and they look back at the audience and they look back at the screen, they're watching us, watching them, and they're that whole thing. It's a genius move. Hey, give me a second, would you? I got to take a bio break. Sorry, guys.
Seamless.
Absolutely seamless.
Seamless.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Kurt Kringle had to drop off some packages.
Oh, very well. Okay, so back to Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Joan Rivers as a C-3PO character. Oh my giddy hod. You could not have done anything more perfect. That is, oh God, I love that woman.
Well, and John Candy as Barf.
Which a lot of those jokes were just like really, really cheap. But like you said, I'm a cheap guy. Screw it. I'm gonna do a cheap joke.
Spaceballs is your favorite. Is that your favorite Mel Brooks?
Either that or History of the World Part 1.
I love it.
I juggled those two. Yeah. I'm a stand-up philosopher.
Yeah.
It's just, I juggle those two.
Well, and starring Dom DeLuise as well.
Absolutely.
Dom, that's the thing. He worked with him one time and it was like, I'm going to put Dom in as many movies as I can. Because, I mean, Dom DeLuise as Caesar was
Hysterical.
He's so wash this and just
Just being fed grapes, they're just like falling off of him. It's like, there's more grapes coming. It's that's enough.
but that whole well, what I love is at the end of the History of the World Part 1, where it's like, stay tuned for Jews in space.
That is the best. Yeah, I want to say that's the best part of that movie is Jews in space when they're flying in big stars of David and shooting lasers at other things.
Yeah. Well, I know he said that he goes, that was kind of the inspiration for Spaceballs. When he did Jews in space, he was like, we could do something with that. And but the Moses parting the Red Sea, and then he's just being held up with a crossbow. Give me your money, old man. You bastard.
God, I didn't even realize 95 years old.
This guy has been around for a long time and still writing, still doing stuff. Because he loves
I'm
it.
done now. For real, like I've made a lot of people laugh. Hopefully today with you listeners, singularity to our topic on the YouTube. But I mean, if it all ended, I'll be like, I'm good. 43 years is fine. Almost 43. Yeah, screw it. 95, 50 more on top of this. Jesus balls. Can you imagine what is going to break on you in 50 years if you are still around in 50 years? You've done everything you've done plus 7.
Man. I mean,
terrifying.
Tailbone?
Tailbone.
That's what else is going to break on me. I don't know. My mind.
Well, yeah. Hold on. Let's go back to tailbone. So your initial reaction is you think your asshole is going to break before anything else?
Yes. Yeah. Because
Explain.
I'm probably going to try something weird when I get into my older years, and just should have probably had some padding.
Again, define. Let's funnel this down.
Although I love Young Frankenstein. It's such a good movie.
How will Young Frankenstein and Gene Wilder break your asshole?
Well, because that's the thing. Man, I don't mean to be a bummer, but Mel Brooks has outlived nearly everybody. Norman Mailer's still around.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Or Norman Lear. Comedy.
King Lear.
History.
Just say King Lear.
King Lear.
Norman Mailer. King Lear.
I don't think it's Norman. I think it's Norman Lear. I think I fucked up. I think I fucked
up too. It's fine.
That's
we fucked up together.
Because
I was just like, I don't know who that is. So hooray! I'll put a stamp on it. I have no idea.
But yeah, he's outlived Gene Wilder. He's outlived Peter Boyle. He outlived his wife. I mean, it is
wives.
This
I'm just guessing.
Does Carl Reiner count as his? And you know who his son is. You know who Mel Brooks' son is, don't you?
Mel Brooks Jr.
Yeah. Oh, you nailed it. Perfect.
No, I have no idea.
He manages a Blockbuster.
Yeah. The last one is in Alaska, and nobody comes in.
No. Max Brooks, who wrote World War Z.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's his dad.
He's got to be 70.
How old is Max Brooks? Because he's not. He's a pretty young dude.
How long do balls work in Hollywood?
Forever. Well, he's 49, bro.
All right.
Man. Anyway.
I'm just watching you process.
He was Mel Brooks was throwing down the pipe there for a long time.
for some reason on males, everything still works, but it goes down to the balls. The balls will always work before the heart stops, the lungs kick off, the kidneys, the liver, all garbage. The balls, like, no worry, we're still gonna crunk this out.
Just we're gonna keep churning. We're just gonna keep churning. There's like all the sperm have walkers and glasses and little cardigans to keep them warm.
Just make sure you eat a lot of beef.
Get some yogurt in there. We're gonna some Activia. We gotta keep regular, for God's sake. Yeah. Favorite Mel Brooks movie though. Blazing Saddles is right up there. History of the World Part 1. Can we both agree that Dracula Dead and Loving It, not a great movie?
I will never watch it again, but out of respect, I will accept that it exists.
Yes.
That's all I got. But yeah, no, okay.
Men in Tights was fun.
Men in Tights was spectacular. I love that movie.
Hey, Blinken. Did you say A Blinken? No, I said hey, Blinken.
Hey, Blinken. Also, I love Men in Tights.
Huh.
Cheap joke. It was just right there.
It was.
I'm mostly drunk, yeah.
Well, and Dom DeLuise was in that too. Pretty much, I'll just point out, friend of the
He
show,
was?
Dom DeLuise.
Oh, the monk. Yes.
But he was the Godfather. He played a
Who's
Godfather character.
Who's the monk? Don't make me vamp anymore. I'm in front of a green screen that I couldn't even bother to put a fucking thing in front of it. It's just random green.
Yeah, you did kind of just give up when I was like, hey, I'm gonna go do this.
Yeah.
And you were just like, that's good enough.
Oh, it's a new one. I've never done green.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Let's see. Just talking. I don't see who played.
No.
Wait, no, Mel Brooks played he was Rabbi Brookman. So or Rabbi Tuckman. So instead of Friar Tuck.
Yeah, you're right. We bless the bushes, we bless the trees, we'll bless everything until we all get naked.
Yeah. Yep. And you're doing circumcisions. It's half off. Which is such a bad, cheap joke, but I love it. But yeah, Mel Brooks just is a genius of a man and seems like a real mensch. And I said that unironically.
And by the time this comes out, he'll probably be dead because he's 95.
Oh no.
Well, it's like people. I mean, he's 95. It's fine. He's an amazing. Like it's when Rickles died, and Jimmy Kimmel said he went too soon. I'm like, really? Too soon? He was in his fucking 90s and he was working every day of his life. No, he went at the time. Like,
yeah,
he's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, that's
too soon. How much more could you squeeze out of Rickles? Jesus Christ.
Well, I told Nicole, please, if I die tomorrow, don't be like, he died too soon. Because that's a lie. Everyone knows what I've done to my body. Everyone knows what I continue to do to my body. If I kick and somebody's like, gone too soon, lure dog, it'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
I told you, I'm done now. Whatever. if I don't finish those ribs on the grill, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but I'm not done with you.
I know, and that's why I have a lot of Vaseline.
Did you get the newest shipment?
It was a lot. It seems like you have a lot of plans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get ready.
There's
well, I sent you a speculum that you can start stretching.
Cool.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
The fact that we said it in such different ways. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Seriously though, subscribe to our channel and you will see two people who look this different and have the exact same birthday. He is 6 days older than me.
Every time.
Jesus.
Every time.
What is going on with you? You work out a lot. I just let it go to waste.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I don't know. I
I am reddish.
I'm trying to fight the demons. I'm just trying to run away from the demons.
No, embrace the demons.
I did some of them. There's plenty. I just need to. There's others that we need to not talk to anymore.
Fair enough.
That got real dark and thoughtful. Hey, buddy, what'd you learn today?
Oh Christ. Let's see. I relearned the fact that I loved Mel Brooks. Like, how do you not love that cat?
Yeah.
Just did he have anything to do with Time Bandits? No, but that's fine.
It'd be awesome if he did, though. I'd like to see Mel Brooks direct Time Bandits.
I kind of want to watch him do anything right now at 95.
Right?
Like it's kind of like at 95, if he's still got all of his faculties, just like, hey, how you doing? Go garden. Let's see how you do. Come on. Oh, no, just plant this basil. Let's see what he does. Everybody stand back. Stand back. He could fall down.
The hip's gonna give out. I learned that Barack Obama didn't think that Blazing Saddles was racist, so shut the fuck up. That's what I say.
Ma'am.
And guess what?
What's that?
I love you, buddy.
I love you as well.
You're the Carl Reiner to my Mel Brooks. Or you're the Mel Brooks to my Carl Reiner.
Either way, that's high praise. I'm sorry, my nipples got really hard.
Yeah, well, it's gonna happen again. Bye.
The best part's about hanging out with these guys. God damn it, son of a bitch, motherfuck.